Happy moment to you. Got my hair cut. So, I'm on kind of this flash from the past sort of feeling to share. And this is something that was sort of like a core event that opened this real knowing, not just an idea, but knowing that even the most in real time peril, bad, not good, difficult situation played out is really moving me, spiraling me towards good. And it's also one of those stories that I think old people tell young people to try to make them feel like better about what's happening in the here and now. It's an interesting line to walk working in the jail, to talk to people sitting in jail about the jail being good, possibly, about the moments that are just so awful and have so many difficult things in their day, that those might be important and good. So it's a real, you have to walk a fine line to it. But this is just a story that happened to me. We can look at it that way. If it rings true and can be instructive, then that's a beautiful thing. And I love hearing other people's stories. So there we go. Here's one of mine. So now I guess it was about 25 years ago, 26 years ago. I've been in the jail about 19 years. So 5 or 6 years before that, I was working at a hospice. And I was doing really well at this hospice. I had a kind of a mid-management position. And it was a national hospice. They had hospices all over the country. And each year they would pick, I think it was, 30 or 50 people from all of the different hospices all over the country. They were sort of the higher functioning ones, or the better ones, I don't know the language. But anyway, the ones they were most happy with. And they would send them to this training, to this week-long, we love you, here's some extra training. It was somewhere called, it was on the beach in California. It was a beautiful place. So it was a thank you, and it was a training. It was just a beautiful, that a girl kind of, or that a boy kind of experience. So I was picked. Great. Lots of fanfare at the Dallas location. Yay, we got a girl that was picked to go. So I went. And during the week, the president was there. They had like this beach bonfire thing, and he came and sat by me and was like saying all these ideas that he had for the future of Dallas office and how integral I was going to be a part of all that. So there just could not have been a more infusion of, boy, this is it. This is the place that I am being, cherished and honored and loved. And I loved it, and I loved them. And hospice is a powerful environment to work in. So it was all good. Making really good money, doing good things. 3 weeks after that event, that week-long event, my boss calls me into his office and fires me. Fires me. Doesn't write me up. Doesn't say you've done something horrible. I don't know, you've had sex with a dying person. I don't even know what, I guess, that would certainly constitute, being fired immediately, and I didn't do that, just in case anyone's wondering. I had done nothing, sleeping on the job. There's, several things you could think that you get fired immediately if you do that. I had done nothing that I hadn't done for the year and a half prior to being there. Fired. And I said, oh my goodness, what have I done? His language, his basic language was, that's none of your concern. I'm not going to say anything further. You're fired. Here's this person that has been your friend, that is sort of your other kind of peer. She's going to stand with you while you pack all your stuff and you exit the building. What? Did you miss the bonfire and the integral part that I'm going to, it was the kind of shock that just for a day you don't move, really. I didn't move. And then I just got incensed. What is this? You can't do this kind of thing. And so I started calling the home office. I'd had that time with the president, so I called the president's secretary, and I'm like, he needs to at least explain it to me. Tell me what I did, what you think I did. Give me an opportunity to talk about it. Give me some information. This is insane. I filed for an employment. They they rebuked, or not, they challenged it. Went to this arbitration person that we talked to on the phone, and the woman was like, the woman on the phone said to the HR person, well, did you write her up? Did you show, that she'd done something previously that now and they were like, well, no, we didn't. No, there's no written anything about anything. There's this wonderful glowing review. And so, of course, I got unemployment. But at the end of the day, I was incensed, And I kept calling and I kept emailing and finally the HR person sort of had their lawyers call me and explain that I was going to be sued or something if I didn't stop calling them. I just had to let it go. And so, there you go. I got more frightened of being sued, so I guess I let it go in terms of, stalking them. But I just, the depression and the anger and the confusion, it just all swarmed into me. And, unemployment wasn't going to pay my mortgage, all of that, and feed the cats and I like to be fed. So my precious sister helped me with my mortgage, And it took me months to even get functioning versus looking for another job or having anything like that. And then I was so thrown off, It took me months even after that to start looking. When I started looking, to even really be able to find something that could give me, mortgage money. And, but it was through all of that, as the years went by. I mean, we're talking 2 or 3 years. I got little part-time jobs. I started walking dogs. That's when I got my little 4-legged jobs. Years, 2, 3, 4 years before the jail. And now the jail is my magical wonderland of joy. That's a great sentence. The jail is my magic. Clearly, because I get to leave and come back to it. But, it's where I feel most at home. And I love this. That's my family job, so to speak. That's what I think I was meant to be doing. But I had to give up this other really nicely paid job and a lot of external praises and fly to the coast, and none of that happens at the jail. But I was being filled in a different kind of way there that I would never have just said, oh, I think I want to quit this job and do something different. I'm not feeling really fulfilled internally. I mean, what was I, 30-something? And so, those were all the things. It was ticking off all the things that externally the human was loving. There was no way I was going to stop that. I wasn't going to just, in theory, wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to quit this job and go volunteer somewhere and see what happens. So that extreme event had to knock me out emotionally, financially, and to then move me, spiral me forward to this most magical place that I am now. So there's a story. And, if you came and you told me that story year 1 or year 2 of the event, I think it might have, at least opened up my mind to something, to the idea. Well, maybe, who knows? I'm going to pull the covers back over my head. But it would have planted a little seed. And I think that, that's why people have parents and different people, mentors and things, to plant little seeds that you think, oh, I don't want to hear that right now, but planting a little seed for later. And so that's what this is. So if you're in that moment, it's planting a little seed. If you're not in that moment, then it can be a reminder that can kick in if you have a, catastrophic kind of event, to say, oh, wait a second, there's a seed planted a while ago. I have this story in my mind. Or just use it as a reminder that it is just Tuesday. Good things are always happening. regardless of how they appear, it is good. Regardless of how it appears, it is good. I love you. I love you.